Elf stars Will Ferrell and is directed by Jon Favreau. So I got done watching Elf a few hours ago. I'm trying to be quiet because everyone else is asleep. I'm the only one awake right now. And my nose. This is a pretty good movie. Kind of got a new bed. Not new bed sheets, but I want to show you that first. And it's a lot higher up than my last one was. It's a lot higher up. But, yeah, let's get to the review of Elf. This was my first time watching the movie as well. So, sorry, I'm way too close to the phone right now. But, this movie is about Buddy. And, he is a regular human, and he's a baby, and he's, like, asleep at this place. Well, he's trying to go to sleep. He's, like, well, he doesn't close his eyes. He's drinking a bottle. And then Santa comes in. And somehow the baby pulls its thing down and starts crawling towards Santa's thing that he carries presents in. If I said the other thing, that'd sound very wrong. So, yeah, let's just continue with the review. And he goes in it. He just goes in it. And then Santa somehow doesn't notice, and he just goes on back to the North Pole. And they hear baby noises, and they look at the thing, and they stop moving. And then the baby crawls out, and he's like, it's a human. And then an elf raises him, and he grows. They name him Buddy, and he grows extremely humongous because he's inhuman. Did I just say he's inhuman? He's a human and not an elf, but he thinks he's an elf. And then it cuts to him being an adult, and he finds out that he's not an elf, like he's a human. And then Santa tells him to go to New York City because his dad's there. And then, but Santa says, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Your dad is on the naughty list. And no, his name is Buddy. Buddy's like, no! What if that was the thumbnail? Probably will be. Because, like, every time I, like, do a scream face in videos, it always becomes the thumbnail. That happened with Home Alone. My Home Alone review. But, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. That's crazy. Well, it's 11:13 right now. But, he goes to New York because his dad's there, and he goes, and he works in the Empire State Building. And Buddy, like, talks to his dad, and he just sends him away or whatever. And then he does stuff in New York. He meets this girl named Juvie. No, her name ain't Juvie. That's a kid's jail. I'm just gonna call her Judy. Her name started with a J. I think her name is Juvie. I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Judy. But Buddy and Judy, that's not her real name. I don't know what the... I should have just looked up the cast. But her and Buddy, I mean, they kind of get along at first. And then blah, blah, blah stuff happens. And they just become full-on boyfriend and girlfriend. And they kiss. Like at an ice skating ring, they go... Well, not really. They just regularly kiss, like... Why am I making faces? Oh, and by the way, Elf, Buddy, almost said Will Ferrell. That's the guy who plays Elf. But Buddy and his dad, like, start getting along, kind of, but then he makes him mad again, and he's like, get out of my life! And it's like, boy, if you don't... And then Buddy, like, runs away, and the dad, Walter, I think that was his name, the dad, Walter, and his other son... Is my voice going away? I don't think it is. I'm just trying to talk quiet. But they go to look for Buddy, and they find him. But then Buddy goes in the woods and he finds Santa with his like sleigh crashed or whatever, and he helps him fix the like engine or whatever, and like everyone gets Christmas spirit, and they go back to the North Pole. But then it cuts to Buddy and his girlfriend at the North Pole, and he sits in his adoptive father's lap, and he's like freakishly bigger than him, and it shows Buddy holding a baby. So Buddy and the girl had a baby, and the guy who adopted Buddy holds it, and the movie's over. And it shows the snowman from earlier. Like, I didn't mention him, but the snowman closes the like a book, and the movie's over. And whenever I saw directed by Jon Favreau on the cover, I was like, I mean, not on the cover. I don't have this movie. It was on the DVR. It was recorded on the DVR, so we watched it. And this was my first time seeing it. But when it said directed by Jon Favreau, I was like, the same guy who directed the first 2 Iron Man movies directed this. And he directed this before Iron Man 1 and 2. And I was like, I'm sorry, what now? Okay, I'm sorry for doing that. But this is a pretty good movie. I'd give it a purchase worthy. Yeah. By the way, for all you Marvel series lovers, because that's probably my most popular series. I don't know what my most popular series is, but I love doing episodes of that, and I will do a Christmas special, and I'll release it on Christmas, like Christmas Day. I'll probably make it tomorrow, but then release it on Christmas. But yeah, this movie gets a purchase worthy. And Elf was an amazing movie. But yeah, guys, please give this video a like. Please subscribe, it really helps out. Bye, I love you all, and check out some of my other videos.